We are in Kuching with Sarawak Tourism. Sarawak is a state on Malaysian Borneo, and today we're taking you on part 2 of our food tour of Kuching City to discover some of Kuching's most famous foods. I'm Thomas.
And I'm Sheena, and we're chasing a plate. We hope you're hungry. Let's eat. There is so much to eat in Kuching. So this is part 2 of our food tour of Kuching City series. Part 1 is linked up there, so head on over and check it out if you haven't already. But for now, stick with us. We are going to be doing a lot of eating today. Let's go and find our first snack.
First stop, this big bao or big bun, and it is pretty big. Let's just rip into it. Now this is a chicken one, so it's a steamed bun. They've got these stacks out the front of the restaurant with them all sitting in the steamers and warming up. Just get some of that paper off. Right. Oh, it's really got quite a bit of firmness. Oh, look, it's like a patty in there. Oh wow. Oh, and there's an egg. Wow, so there's like a sort of a gravy sauce. I'm gonna need this fork. So this is like a chicken patty almost. Wow. And then an egg. I've cut a big bit off. Look at it. So it's a really firm bit inside. I've got no egg here, but let's just try it as is. That chicken with that sauce is amazing. It is so sweet, but not in a gross way, in a really tasty way. Like it's got a little bit of sourness. I don't know what from. It's just got that sweet and sour sort of feeling to it. On the bun's not super light. It kind of has almost a skin on the outside, but it is very light once you eat it. Oh, that is so good. I love how it's kind of a patty inside. That's awesome. Let's get a little bit of this egg. I'll get some more of the actual meat. Oh, look at that. All that egg yolk on there. Creamy. That sweetness. The soft bun. That is a really good start to the food tour day in Kuching. But we have 2 things from the same restaurant. This is CLB, which is like a siomai, which is something you'll get at Yamcha normally. So it's a little dumpling, steamed once again, which will have pork inside. Now the siomai normally have prawn. I don't think these do, but let's find out. We've got some chili sauce. Ooh, that looks quite sweet. So we've got a little bit of chili sauce we'll put on there. Let's just cut it in half so we can see what's in there. Oh, quite hard in this little container. Yeah, so just pork. So it's got like a dumpling skin on the outside, and you can see that the texture from that, and then pork inside. Let's get it. Okay, I'm just gonna go for the whole thing with some chili sauce. Really plain. It's got a seafoody taste. I didn't see any seafood in there, but it does have a sort of a fishiness to it. The sauce is not very spicy at all, it's just kind of sweet. But that's really good, quite plain. The bun for me is definitely the winner out of these 2. That is an awesome start to this tour.
We crossed the Sarawak River on a boat to track down our next snack, and that is Lapis or layer cake, which is famous in Sarawak. And look at the one that we found. It is so colourful and so beautiful. There were so many different colour combinations in the shop that we were in. It's basically just a butter cake, and what they do is they bake it layer by layer. So this would have taken 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, it's got 7 layers. So it would have taken quite a while. I've got to get into it because it looks so good. Now we don't have a fork, so I'm just going to break a bit off. Wow! It's like a rainbow. That's so cool. Alright. It doesn't have really any distinctive flavour. It's just made up of butter, milk, flour, and obviously some food colouring and sugar. So it's just a really simple butter cake. But I think the attraction obviously is in the way that it looks. It's just stunning. And we're so happy to be able to try this in Sarawak finally. Over on this side of the river is a Malay Kampung, and there are quite a number of these Lapis shops. And it doesn't just come in like plain butter flavour. There was durian flavour, there was blueberry and cheese, there was mint, pandan, coffee, like a whole range. And what is even better is that before you make your choice, there are a ton of samples. Basically every single flavour is there for you to try, so you can make sure that you're onto a winner before you buy.
Next up, Pisang Goreng, or fried bananas. This is a really popular stand behind us, and these look amazing. But these are actually fried plantains, and that's why they're so big. Look at this one actually. Look at this. Unreal. So that is why they're so round, because they're cutting these massive plantains to chuck into that hot oil. They're really hot because she just did a fresh batch, so let's try it. It's all like caramelly. You can see where the sugars are coming out of it, so it's all shiny from that sugar. Oh, it's gonna be so hot. Oh my god. The batter's gone all sticky because of the sugars. It tastes like caramel. It's so sugary. The banana's gone really soft inside, or the plantain. It's gone really soft inside. There's so much crunch. The sugars just come out of the plantain into that batter, so it's so crunchy and it's sticky on my fingers. So it's still a little bit oily from being in that hot oil, but it's kind of dry. Like, it's oily, but it's not crazy oily is what I'm trying to say. But then that sugar's come through, so it's kind of oily and sticky all at the same time. They are amazing. They are so good. This is a well-worthy stock on any food tour in Kuching. That's the best pisang goreng I've ever had. Wow.
We stepped in from the rain because we smelt these delicious looking pork skewers. Look at them. They're just glistening with the marinade, and you can see that they're laced with like the perfect sort of char off the grill, and they're wallowing in this peanut sauce. And the sauce is actually, if you can see here, it's quite runny, but you can still see the little chunks of peanut in there. So let's just give it a big old dunk in that sauce and try this satay. Oh. The meat is so tender. It's so full of flavour, and that peanut sauce just accompanies it perfectly. Like, it complements it because it's not overpowering. It's not spicy, so there's no chili hit. It's just a really mild but flavoursome peanut sauce. And then I've also got this cucumber here, so I'm going to give that a go. When you eat satay in Malaysia, you'll always find that it comes with cucumber and maybe a little bit of red onion, and it really just cleanses the palate and sort of wipes away all those bold flavours and clears the palate for a next round. That is super tasty.
Next up, we've stopped for a few more sweet treats. This is an ice dessert called Materhorn. So it's got a pretty interesting name. And you can see there's this shaved ice and then all this liquid, and there's a whole lot of treats underneath. So let's just break the ice down and see what we can find. So there's like, looks like some maybe pandan noodles, or some maybe tapioca flour noodles. That looks like a piece of fruit. I think that's pineapple. There's some grass jelly, which are the dark bits in there. There's obviously the slice of lemon on top. There is, ooh, look at that. There's looks like a lychee. That will be a canned lychee by the looks of it. Let's just try some of this. It's like really syrupy looking. Ooh, it's got a real lemony taste. And then that lychee flavour from the juice that was around there. Let's try a bit more with the ice and the noodles. There must be some lemon syrup or something, because it's got a real lemony taste. And the noodles have a little bit of texture, so they're just like I think they're either rice or tapioca flour, so they're kind of like jellies. Oh, here's another jelly thing. This is like some sort of white jelly item.
It's a lychee jelly, and then a fresh lychee. So like all canned lychees, it's got a burst of juice because it's been in a sugar syrup. This is super refreshing. Oh, now I've got some pineapple. Let's try that actually. So I've got this spoon here, and look at it. Lots of these noodles, grass jellies, ice, big bit of pineapple. Ooh, that is really good. Really fruity flavors, just all those fruit flavors. The ice, nice and sweet. That's really good, really, really refreshing.
So we've come to Swee Kang Ice Kacang, which has been around since the late 50s and is apparently a local's favourite. And they don't just have what we've ordered today, they've got a huge signboard filled with all the different ice or shaved ice desserts and drinks that they offer. But I've got a white lady here and it looks really interesting and colourful. So it's all layered. There's a layer of evaporated milk and then an orange layer of I'm not quite sure what, but then there's also some fruit in there. So there's I think maybe mango, maybe pineapple, and perhaps it's a lychee floating around in there. And then there's some shaved ice. So I'm going to give it a bit of a mix up. There's also a slice of lemon, maybe to add a bit of tartness, hanging around on the top. So let's just give it a mix. Ooh, I can see some jellies. Okay, let's give that a slurp and see what it tastes like. It's really tropical tasting. So let's, oh look at this. Okay, so it's got grapes, a lychee, there's some pineapple, and there's another lychee, some jelly. Let's give that jelly a go. It's like a mango jelly. This is a really fun drink. I'm gonna give that fresh grape a try. It's really refreshing in the heat. Milky. It's like a tropical milky drink. Tasty.
And that is part 2 of the Kuching food tour done. So much great food, and make sure you check out part 1 where we had heaps more amazing food.
Thank you so much to Sarawak Tourism for making this video possible. Remember to hit the subscribe button to follow along for more food adventures. Give this video a huge thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching. We hope we inspired you to eat and explore like a traveller, not a tourist. We'll see you next time. Jumpa lagi!
Jumpa lagi!